This shit's getting really out of control. Seriously, like I'm losing my mind over it. No, I'm holding on just a thread.
Ryan Featherstone came to court facing trespass charges. He thought this would be simple. Take a deal, pay a fine, and move on. But nothing about this case was simple. He wasn't just fighting charges. He was homeless. Living on land he didn't own. With nowhere else to go. Then came the deal. Plead guilty, and most charges disappear. But Ryan pushed back. He wanted his bike returned first. And as the hearing went on, the real struggle came out. Not crime. But survival. Because in this moment, the court wasn't just deciding a case. It was deciding what happens next.
Pretrial and Ryan Featherstone. This will be the only thing we're on the record for today. I think we can address it. It's a beautiful spring day here in Michigan. Our first line today is very short. You don't get much. 1951. Today I passed you on the street and my heart fell at your feet. I prefer the Linda Ronstadt version. All right, let's get to real business. Mr. Featherstone is charged in a trespass from 2025, 251076 SM. He has Jordan Harden to represent him in that matter, and it's set for a final pretrial today before jury. The defendant has been adamant throughout that this charge should have been included in an earlier plea agreement. We haven't been able to discern that. But he got a new trespass charge, 26485 OM, a Sturgis ordinance case, alleged to have occurred on March 17th of 2026. And a littering case in the city of Sturgis that accompanies that, 26486 ON. Ms. Harden has contacted City Attorney Assistant Tim George. He agrees if the defendant pled to the trespass from March 17th, he would dismiss the littering. Abigail Stoll is here for the prosecutor. In today's case, which is 251076, Ms. Stoll, if the defendant pleads to the March 17th Sturgis trespass, would the state be willing to dismiss the disputed April 19th of 25 count of trespass?
I would have no objection to that, Your Honor.
All right, so let's talk about this, Mr. Featherstone. He is here, and I appreciate that. You got that one last year, and you believe it should have been part of a plea agreement. The prosecutor is willing to dismiss it, which is what you've always wanted, which leaves you with the new trespass from March 17th. The city attorney would dismiss the littering if you enter a plea to trespass. So the old case would be dismissed, the littering would be dismissed, you'd get a new fine on a new trespass charge from March of 26. Do you understand?
Yeah, I have something to say about that too. The only way I'm gonna plead guilty to that is if you get Joe to leave me alone.
Who's Joe?
And give me my bike back. The guy that's got my copy.
Mr. Yoder was the complainant in April 20.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's got my bike. That's the only way I'm gonna plead guilty to this whole charge. Is if you can personally make him give me my bike back. Because he has no right keeping that bike.
The judge can't do that.
I don't have.
You can personally ask. Well, the agreement between me and you, like,
well, I will.
I tried everything I can to get my bike back.
It's been a year. You haven't had your bike.
Yeah, right. Trust me, I know. I've tried multiple times going to talk to him, and he was just nope. Leave my property. I'm calling the police, so I just don't even bother.
Well, I would ask Mr. George if he would be willing to ask for the return of your bike. I don't have the authority to order it, because I don't have jurisdiction over him.
But he has no right to keep my property. Like,
well, theoretically, no. Let's assume
you even said that yourself, that you tried to get my bike back for me before, and he told about whatever you said. Like it's just messed up.
Well, this has come from a county prosecutor case to a city attorney case. The county prosecutor is dismissing their case.
Right, but it's still.
So let's assume that he had a lawnmower and you stole it.
But you just
all
let
right,
me walk
just
through the
let me
property.
finish.
Shit.
So he sees your bike at Dairy Queen and he takes your bike.
That's where I had to park there. I had to park at Dairy Queen.
All right, and holds it hostage. He can't do that. That's a difference, a whole different larceny.
Right. But he's charging me for trespassing. Doesn't make no sense.
All right, well, I can certainly request that it be returned, but I don't have the authority to order it.
Well, I mean, either way it works for me. As long as I get my bike back.
I'll ask Mr. George to ask that it be returned. I've told this story before, but one of the clerks had her bike stolen. And Dick Meddy was still alive and he found it in Three Rivers. And he saw it parked on 4th Street. So he brought it here to the courthouse to give it to her. She said, "That's not my bike." So we were going to charge him with stealing somebody else's bike in Three Rivers. I don't know. I think the bike, I don't know whatever happened to it, but we had a lot of fun teasing him that he was going to jail for bike theft. All right, Mr. Featherstone, let's talk about this. Trespass is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 90 days in jail.
Your Honor, I don't believe he's been arraigned on this
I'm
charge.
about to.
Okay.
And 90 days in jail under the Sturgis ordinance. So it's alleged that trespass under ordinance is actually more serious than it is under,
What does that mean? Ordinance?
well, it's a city of Sturgis.
It's not city limits, so it's states, it's outside city limits.
This March 17th one is under ordinance.
Yeah, I know, but it's outside city limits.
Let me, where was it?
It's the same place I've been staying at this whole time, all winter. I've been there for almost a year now.
Well, I won't buck it. It's charged under ordinance and I'll leave it that way. And then the littering.
Yeah, the littering is everybody else's trash that I cleaned up.
Well, that's gonna get dismissed.
Yeah, I've been cleaning all the trash up down there and then I get kicked out for it and then I get charged for littering. That doesn't make no sense.
Well, they're dismissing it.
All right.
So that's the new charges. Do you understand?
Yeah.
The charges?
Yeah.
All right, and I'm gonna represent that I'm gonna request the city attorney to obtain the return of your bicycle. What kind of bike is it?
It's a chopper, Wisconsin Coast chopper, it had a motor on it and everything.
Oh, it's a motorcycle.
It's a bicycle. It's a regular bicycle, but I put a motor on it. It's one of those old school choppers. It's red and silver. I built 4 of them and then I lost 3 of them and then this one I lost 2, unfortunately.
What kind of motor does it have on it?
It's just 212 Predator motor. It's just a little motor.
What kind of motor?
212 Predator motor.
212 motor.
Yeah. It had a gas tank on it and everything, and it was a complete bike. Like I wheeled it from Dairy Queen to my spot, and then Joe Yoder takes it from me. Like, and then because I go to jail for hitting the cop. That's what said. That's all in one cahoot. That's why I said you were gonna run it concurrent. That's why I was like confused as heck.
Well, that old case is being dismissed.
Right.
All right.
I'm just and like
So-
like I had $250 that my sister bought me out with, and like I don't know if I could even get that back for her because like she's been hounding me for it.
So she's gonna get some of it back.
That's good. Thank you. That's the best news I've heard all day.
I think the chat is still on. Couldn't shut it off because of some second party verification thing. So we'll find out about that in a minute. All right, according to this ticket, this happened at West Chicago Road, 1855 West Chicago Road. That's in the city limit number. If it has 5 numbers, it's outside the city. If it has 4 numbers, it's in the city. All right. So you understand that if you do plead to that charge, you'll be giving up your right to have a trial in front of a judge or jury. That will not be a trial. Do you understand that?
Yep.
If you had a trial, you'd have the right to be represented by an attorney. Ms. Harden is appointed on the first case. She's assisting on these next cases. But you could have had an attorney if you wanted. If you had a trial, you'd have the right to take the witness stand and testify on your own behalf, but you don't have to because you have a right not to testify. If you did not wish to testify, the judge or jury could not hold your silence against you, and you have the right to be presumed innocent unless the state was able to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Other than what I've said to you here, anybody promise you anything to get you to plead to this?
No.
Or threaten you?
No.
All right, now, according to this ticket, you built some small
I
structure,
built a little hobbit house.
but
So to
that's,
keep myself out of the winter, you know. Keep
all right,
warm.
but it's not your house,
No.
not your property.
No, but I got permission.
What'd you do for heat?
Wood stove. I got permission from one guy that I could stay there, so that's why I built the second one. Because I had one that burnt down right there, and I cleaned it all up. And
Well, yeah, that's a recipe to get,
he said he said I'm cool to build another one, so I built
yeah,
another
but I
one.
don't think he owns the property.
But Isaac's supposedly he owns it. That's who came to talk to me, shook my hand, said, "Yeah, you got a lot of talent." And then he went about his little way, and they
Yeah,
took it.
I don't believe it belonged to him.
Well, so that's why I think Joe Yoder, that's his nephew. I think they're all in cahoots on this thing and try to get me the hell out of this town. And I don't know what the hell I did.
Well, they don't want people living in a ramshackle wood stove place
I mean, it was
on the
pretty
edge
well
of town
built.
where they're gonna burn up. Who's in Sherwood?
That's where I used to live at.
Is anybody still there, your
I don't think
family?
so. I'm homeless. Like I have nowhere to go. Like, I mean, what do you expect us homeless people to do?
I
We're
wish I had a better answer. I really
Like, you
do.
know, there's a spot right there in town where they already done trashed it. All they got to do is clean it up and then turn it into a homeless camp. And then we wouldn't have, this is probably what would be going on right now.
Well, I don't think they want to be responsible for a homeless camp.
I mean,
I don't-
it's better than that, than kicking
Well,
everybody
their
out outside
solution
town.
is to give everybody a trespass ticket.
Yeah, but that's not a solution. That's just another problem.
I'm not representing that it is.
And it just costs more money that people don't have, you know what I mean?
You're preaching to the choir.
I
I
know.
don't have an
Yeah.
answer. Now in New York City, they spend $81,000 per homeless person.
And they sleep on the sidewalks, you know?
And that hasn't been very successful either. So throwing money at it. Well, here's an idea. How about if you got a job
Yeah,
somewhere?
if I wasn't a felon and I wasn't crippled, I probably would get a job somewhere.
What's the cripple part?
I got crushed by a forklift when I was 17. My shit's all fucked up. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that, but that's the way it is. It is facts.
Oh, that's what Warren Zevon said.
I was 17 years old, got crushed by a forklift. I mean, my son, my body have ain't all right, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm trying to fight for SSI, and I can't do that because I ain't got nowhere stable to live at. But
It seems like
while
you
with that, I was perfectly fine. I wasn't bothering nobody. I ain't stealing. I ain't robbing. I'm taking care of myself, making sure that I get my life right, and I just keep getting thrown in under the bus. You know what I mean? I'm tired of it. Well, I'm just over it. Like, I ain't got nowhere to go. What do you expect me to do? Just sleep on the fucking road outside?
Yeah, you don't have to- don't have to
what's gonna
swear.
happen.
I don't have a good answer for you,
I know
Mr.
you
Featherstone,
don't.
but you can't stay
I'm here to tell
here.
you, Sturgis just needs to tighten up real bad, like seriously.
Well, maybe you could try a different place.
I mean, I don't really care to go anywhere else. Everybody else is just the same.
Yeah,
They run you off for nothing, you know, they can't just let us get our lives right and try to get a place and get a job and all, or get our shit right. They just want to keep throwing us out to the wolves, you know?
well, one good thing, it's now almost April.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna go today?
Oh, I'm probably gonna go back to the same spot I was at.
Well, then you're just gonna get arrested again.
Obviously, I know. I ain't got nowhere else to go. I mean,
Well, it
I
ain't
moved-
your
I moved
pro-
my-
it
I
ain't
moved
your
most of my
property.
stuff. I moved
So-
most of my stuff to Grace Point,
All
but
right,
now I got kicked out of Grace Point for God knows what for, because they're gonna lose their warming center, and that's a bunch of baloney. Because like, you know, it's warm outside, you know, it doesn't make no sense to me.
well,
None of
I
this crap
don't
makes
know,
sense
but
to me.
I don't know why a property owner should just have to put up with people
Well, I mean,
setting
the
up
church said
shop
that
on
they
their
would help me.
property.
They said that they put me up in a corner of this place so I can, you know, at least get my.
Well,
get my
have you been to
And I even
Keystone?
have a job now. I started a job today. I worked in Indiana with somebody helping to remodel their house and crap. So like, I'm trying to get my life right, but I can't do it with all this other bullshit going on. You
All
know what I
right,
mean?
stop
Sorry.
swearing so much.
I'm sorry.
We're
It's
in a
just,
courtroom.
but it gets to me, man, because this is crap. Like my buddy John Carr died because he's homeless. He died right there at the next to the park.
Yeah, he froze to death, didn't he?
Yeah, and like and then my buddy Chris, well, both his legs are gone. They think they amputated both legs because he got frostbite. Because nobody wants to help us. You know what I mean? We're just struggling. This shit's getting really out of control. Seriously, like I'm losing my mind over it. No, I'm holding on just a thread.
All right, so the plea is in 25485.
26.
Maybe people watching this podcast can actually help us all out.
4826, yes, 4850 ON. We dismiss the littering 26486 ON. And we also dismiss the county case that we disputed 251076 SM.
I mean, it just takes one person to mess it up for everybody out there. You know what I mean?
Well,
that's the worst part about all this.
You should be on it, Social Security disability or something.
I
You
know,
should have
I
some
know
source
this. I
of
can't get no
income.
help. That's what my problem is. I
Rather
can't get the
than
help I
none.
need. Because nobody wants to help. I just want to push you away here. Here, take this.
Yeah,
This
Joseph
this
wanted to
Band-Aid.
fight
Put
back.
Band-Aid on you
We'll
for a
ask
week.
City attorney to obtain return of a bicycle.
I really do appreciate that, Judge. Make sure you put Chopper on there because he just can't give me any bicycle. I'm not going to accept it. I worked really hard on that bike.
All right, I have $250 of bond. So I'll apply the bond.
Your Honor, the bond was posted by somebody else.
By my sister.
So I'm
It's
not,
in his name.
okay.
Mhm.
It's in his name. To 251076 SM to fine and costs. All right, you have $2,360.40 worth of previously unpaid fines and costs. I wiped out a lot of them with jail time, but I can't wipe out civil infraction fines. So I'm gonna give you some of your sister's money back. I'm gonna
Okay,
waive
thank
the
you.
attorney fee. Ms. Harden doesn't officially represent you in this case. I think you spent 2 days in jail, credit 2 days, $75 fine, $75 crime victims' rights fee, and a $50 state minimum fee. That's $200. Even though you owe a zillion more dollars, I'm gonna return the $50
Thank you.
back to you. You need it just to eat. All right, this resolves everything. It resolves the stuff from 2025. It resolves both of these cases. If you go back there, you're just gonna get cited again. You don't own the property. The
I'm slowly moving all my stuff out. I'm only one person, you know what I mean? It's slowly working.
How'd
I
you
ain't
get
never-
here
never
today?
really- Huh?
How'd
I
you
got a
get here?
ride. My boss.
All right, do you need a bus pass?
No, I got a ride from my boss.
All right, you go out to the counter and you get $50 back.
All right.
but I want to apply something to it. So that's why it was done the way it was done. So this takes care of everything that's pending.
If I was to sit, weekends or something to pay all that off,
I can't wipe out civil infractions with a jail sentence.
okay,
I wiped out a lot of you. So the good news is for most of these, you can't go to jail,
right,
but they just show as unpaid, no proof of insurance, no proof of insurance, no proof of insurance, no proof of insurance, defective equipment. There's an old larceny that I thought I wiped out. So you don't have
I
to
haven't
come.
been driving since that
All right,
happened,
well,
like they took my Jeep and crushed it, so like
I
haven't been
will ask Mr. George to seek the return of your bike. I
I
don't know why
appreciate that.
he needs it. But don't go, you're just gonna get arrested again, and then I'll just leave you there for a while. But it's spring, you need to get out. You've got some money coming in. You need to hold on long enough to try to have somebody
Well, that's
from
the
legal
job-
aid or
the job I
otherwise.
got that's gonna help me get on my feet, and that's why like I'm gonna talk to the pastor again and see if I can just stay there at Grace Point and then just go to work every day like I wanna do.
That's a better plan than this.
Yeah, tell me about it.
All right, Mr. Featherstone, here, you can just take this whole packet. They'll go out with it. I'm gonna let you have $50 of your money back so you can get something to eat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Abby.
Thank you.
We're gonna appoint Mr. Ross Truckee on all future violations.
It's Luke's week, so.
All right, thank you. We were able to resolve that, and that's a good thing, but he may, his points are well taken. We've got homeless people.
In the end, Ryan Featherstone accepted the deal. Some charges were dismissed, others resolved, and he walked away with a small amount of money. But nothing really changed. He still had nowhere to go. And the risk of getting arrested again remained. So what do you think? Is this justice working? Or a system failing someone who's already struggling? Let me know your thoughts below.